This is Maniac Mo. We are back again, and we are doing an update video on Pinky, the infamous Pinky. What has been going on lately? I think you were telling me about an incident that you had with this Hispanic fella over at the hot spot over there.
Yeah, so I had met him on one of the side streets or whatever, and I let him know that, no, I didn't do dates or anything. But he proceeded to grab on my nipples or whatever. Mind you, he was very, 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 very intoxicated.
Okay.
So I was like, hold on, bro, you gotta stop that or whatever. So some kind of way I jumped out the truck and I ended up at the little store that we hang out at. And he pulled up there and he told me, he asked me to come and I went over there. And he proceeded to do the same thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I don't sell coochie. Y'all know I don't sell coochie, but I will rent this shit. You hear me, for the right price. Okay. So he was like, you must think I don't got money. I was like, shit, you gotta have something doing that. So he ended up getting out the truck and went to the back seat and pulled out a Versace eyeglass case. When I say he opened the joint up, the hundreds was jumping out like slinkies. So he closed it up. He was so drunk he couldn't even go back to the back seat. He just tossed it in the truck. So right. So I had walked back over to the little spot where we were chilling at, and another girl walked up and he was trying to holler at her. Well, her pimp was asking him what was he trying to do. He was trying to date her or whatever. So he got to talking crazy to the boy and calling him niggas. So the dude was like, well, bitch ass nigga, I'll blow your ass off. I don't care about no people in the up here, yeah. You better watch your motherfucking mouth. And dude so intoxicated. I guess he was trying to get out the car, but he ended up putting the car in reverse. And he down there went in traffic, but he stopped like right, when I say right at the edge of the parking lot. Man, God had to be with him for him to stop like that. So he pulled back up and threw the truck and parked. He jumped his dumb ass out. So he walked over there to the boy, and the boy was like, bitch ass nigga, out his sons were telling him he'll blow his ass off. So when the Mexican walk over there to the dude car, I go over there to the Mexican truck, and I look in that joint. I'm like, damn, what that damn I got my arms reach. I snatched that bitch. When as I'm turning around, I'm reading my homegirl face. She looking like, bitch, here he comes. So I'm like, okay. And all of a sudden, I seen it, like, she looking horrified. I'm like, damn, this nigga finna snatch my ass or what? But the young dude ended up running his ass over. I struck. Knees bad as hell. I'm talking about fuck Forrest. He wasn't fucking with me. I got home. I was like, Lord, have mercy, Lord. Thank you for this lick. Thank you, Lord. I don't know what. Ooh, thank you. So my dad was outside. He come to the door. I had him on the money. He gonna look up at me and tell me, I don't need nobody coming to my house. I'm like, all right, but when I get to holler, put this 5 on the light bill, and well, he ain't give a fuck who came to that motherfucker. He was finna go down. But yeah, that was like 2.5 weeks ago. So I did what I had to do with my dad, and I gave him the money for my kids, make sure my kids were straight. Gave him the money to fuck with my sister, because I wasn't able to fuck with her when I needed to on her birthday. So I might have did what I had to do, but man, I was so grateful. And you would think that a person with an addiction, the first person I would have ran to was a dope man. But that wasn't what my heart was, you know.
Okay. As soon as you got some money, you went and took care of different avenues of business.
Because my 13-year-old birthday was like a week before. And I couldn't give him a penny. And it hurted me so bad to be a mother. But as always, God show up and show out. And he made a way where I could make up for it. And that meant a lot to me.
And the children don't ask where the money comes from. They never do.
He wasn't even messed up about me not being able to give him nothing. He was just, happy I called and told him happy birthday or whatever. I thank God that I have kids that's, you would think by me making the money that I used to make when they were younger, and I was able to provide the best of the best for them, you would think that they would be materialistic like other kids are. But I thank God that I got some kids that are humble and obedient and mannered very well. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. My addiction, they don't look at me in a different way than mother. When I'm with my 13-year-old, which is my heart, he don't see Pinky. He see Shanika. He see Mama. And I never try to expose him to that side, which one thing about it, kids know a difference. He know a difference. But when you do your best to show the utmost respect to them, they'll give you the utmost respect back.
Correct.
And I thank God for that. I got some all right looking kids. Well, they grown almost. My 22-year-old boy, I got a 21-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. So yeah, I thank God for them.
So you don't come around them high or drunk or none of that?
No. Not when I'm around my 13-year-old. My oldest kids, I went to them and let them know what was going on, because my 21-year-old son, he a street nigga. Okay. So he riding in the hood, he hang with niggas in the street. So before I let a nigga expose him to my truth, I expose him to my truth. That way, a nigga ain't got the ups on him. The first time you get into it with a nigga, that's the first thing they want. Yo, mama's a... No, you know what I'm saying? I told him first, so he'll know how to handle that situation if that situation ever came to him. Yeah, if they ever get put in the... And then he'll know how to defend himself, and me. I try not to nod all up. I don't nod all up at the store or nothing like that. I take my ass home, because he might be riding with his friends or something, or one of his friends see me and be able to... I don't want anybody to have the ups on my kid like that. Yep.
That's what is it? Consideration.
Yeah. You got to, cause man, that I can only imagine how that'll feel if somebody did it to me. So I try my best, cause he didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for it, but I'm doing it, so I should be able to at least do it in a way where it's not hurtful or harmful to him like that.
We were hearing 3 or 4 days ago that they had raided the spot up there,
right?
And just arrested anybody that was standing out there.
Yeah.
So, when I do these interviews, ladies and gentlemen, I go into red hot spots.
Right.
But I feel like it's worth it to get the word out and get the message out as far as what the women are going through out here. And somebody put a bug in my ear. I'm potentially thinking about starting up a separate channel to interview the men, to see what the men are going through out here.
Yeah,
it may be long overdue, so I'm playing around with that thought.
Okay.
And trying to learn how I can set up Cash App.
Right.
I guess links for the women, and that money would go directly to you all, I guess.
Yeah. Mine is Shanika Boy 44 at Cash App. Drop it. It's much needed if you can. I understand.
Say it again so they can hear you again.
Shanika Boy 44 at Cash App. Hit me up, man. I'm grateful, very grateful. If you can't, you're still in my prayers. I thank God for you. But you didn't hear about the feds came in the hood and what? Hey, got one. This was like maybe 3 days ago. No. It was like 7 in the morning, and they were like 30 deep down our homeboy house. Not too far from where we ain't got it. Okay. Yeah, man. They got. He wasn't there, but they was also like, I'm finna take your mama to jail type shit if you don't pop up. But as always, he'll stand up young nigga. He popped up and took care of his business. But yeah, them folks was mine.
No, I didn't hear about that.
So when they say, when the feds was like they on their way to clean the city up, them bitches was already here. You hear me? Right. They was already here. They just, y'all just didn't know that. No, some people just didn't know that. But like, y'all niggas need to be very careful, because they're not playing any games. Period at all.
We're steadily hearing stories about people being arrested and hotspots. We'll call them that, hotspots being busted, and everybody in the house goes to jail. They don't care if you're young, old, child.
It was a disabled person in the house, grandmama sick, they didn't give a damn. They was like, if you don't show up, nigga, you already know. And his pull-up game was so strong. Yeah, I respect him for it. I really do. Yeah.
For them to put pressure on him like that, and threaten to take his family members.
Yeah, that's crazy. I really didn't. To tell you the truth, I've been in the streets a long time, and I deal with a lot of niggas that's been back and forth in jail or whatever. So I know a little something about the judicial system, but I never knew that they could take like your mom if they don't catch. That's just like when you in a gang, if a nigga trying to get at you, so that they can't find you, they gonna get your bitch or your mama or something like that. I really didn't know they can get your folks like that and hold them in custody until they find you.
That's something that needs to be studied legally to see if that's legal to do that.
Cause that's crazy. I guess it's kind of sort of like the entrapment law or something. Well, you know, Memphis ain't got it now, so you already know what's going on.
It's just wide open.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're talking about building a new jail, and there's a whole 3 hours worth of conversation tied into that. If they're gonna build a new jail, it's to fill it up. So
yeah, cause I'm hearing they about 300 deep in intake, and you down in intake like 6 to 7 days before they even send you to your pod, and then they ain't even sending you to the floor no more. The gym packed out. So it's like 4 niggas to a cell type shit. It's I'm telling you, man. This shit's crazy. So I can only imagine what jail is. Look, I ain't trying to go near that motherfucker. No, for nothing.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you too long. I wanted to get an update on you, and you have undercover sting operations happening. So be careful in these hot spots.
Yeah. Y'all do too.
And we ask that you like, share, and comment on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm working on coming with new interviews and new material, and I may just start up a separate channel for the men, because the men go through stuff out here too. So this is Maniac Mo signing off, and we are gone. Bye-bye.
Bye.